Hi, everyone. For those meeting me for the first time, I'm Lydia Rieger, and I'm the president of the Daniel Boone Optimist Club. We've been in existence since 1968. The first Optimist Club was formed in Buffalo, New York in 1911. We are a friend of youth and community and are here to serve the people around us in many ways here in Douglassville, Pennsylvania, including giving scholarships to graduating seniors, putting on essay and oratorical contests. We have various events throughout the year, including a trout rodeo, craft shows, an egg hunt, Halloween parade, holiday tree lighting, just to name a few. And we also have several projects such as the Holiday Welfare Project, Student Trip to Harrisburg, Student Golf Program, and Optimists in Action, where we do special projects for the residents of the community or the community at large. And today with me, I have here Curt Clifford to tell us more about the Daniel Boone Optimist Club, why he joined, and what's special about our club, and maybe why you would like to also join us someday. So welcome, Curt. How are
Thank
you?
you. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So tell me and our viewers, how long have you been a member of the Daniel Boone Optimist Club?
Seems like forever, but I actually joined in April of 1973, so it would be 51 years in April of this year. And
Pretty awesome.
I moved to Douglassville in 72. So it took me a year to find the club that I wanted to join, which was kind of easy because I had a good friend, Tom Kirkner, who also moved to the township the year before I did. He already did the scouting around and found that there was a Lions Club and an Optimist Club. I believe he went to a Lions Club meeting before he decided to join anything. And he decided not to join the Lions Club. And I'm not sure why not. But anyway, he joined the Optimist Club. And when I moved in about a year later, he advised me to do the same. And I did. So that's how I got in. Oh, I guess the other part about it is that we both worked for the gas utility,
Mhm.
UGI. In those days, the company's changed, of course, in 50 years, but in those days, all employees at our level were encouraged to join a community club of some sort and participate, not just to be a joiner, but to participate. And so both he and I did that because we had done it at other places that we worked for the company. I came from the Harrisburg, Lebanon area, and I was a member of the JCs in Harrisburg. And when they moved me to Lebanon, I joined the Rotary Club, and that was a little strange because there were mostly old guys in that club, and
Okay.
I was pretty young, but it was fun. So here I am at the Optimist Club.
Yeah, and 50, you said 58 years has it been
No,
now?
51,
Oh,
51.
51. Sorry, don't want to put more years on you. But that's pretty much, that's a lot of dedicated years there. So what keeps you in the club? Why this long? And yeah, so just why? Why are you here this long?
Well, the things that attracted me to the club have changed over the years, of course. Um, at first, it was we met weekly and we had a meal. We met in the basement of the village diner, which is what it was called in those days, and uh, we had a meal, and I think it cost $3.
Oh,
So that was an
was this
attraction to me.
was
I
this
had
village diner? Was that what is it now?
Michael's Diner,
It was the Michael, that's what I thought. Michael's. Okay. Yeah.
Michael's Diner, and
It was a good deal
it
dinner.
was a good deal, and it was amazing. We'd go in there at 6:30 on a Thursday night, and at the table, we sat at a long table. There was a hand written menu at each place.
Hmm.
And there were three hot entrees available. And we
Nice.
chose, and one guy came down from the kitchen, forgotten his name now, but he took the order and went back upstairs and came down with his arms full of plates and served the meal.
That's
Walter.
fantastic.
His name was Walter.
Walter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we ate the meal, had a good fellowship, and then proceeded with the meeting. Did that for a number of years and met weekly. And then, of course, things changed. But essentially, it gave me an opportunity for several things. Of course, the camaraderie, but what our company wanted Tom and me to do was to get involved in the community and do service. And of course, that was easy because we had projects, and we did that. And it gives you an opportunity for leadership development,
Hmm.
which I think for me was very important. And I'll put a word in here that
Sure.
if anybody has considered the presidency of this club and has not done it yet, you got to do it. It's actually, I don't know if you'll agree with me, Lydia, but it's actually pretty easy and a lot of fun. As long as you delegate, right? You don't do all the things
Yes.
yourself.
Delegate, delegate, delegate.
Yeah.
I don't know about the easy part, but it is. It's getting
Yeah.
easier.
Well,
But
it can be, but
it
if you want to really make a difference, you've got to work at it. That's for
mhm.
sure.
That's true. So true. And what do
Yeah.
you think makes our club unique or different from other clubs?
Well, I'm not sure about other clubs, but this one, just over the years, the 51 years that I've been here, has always had a core group of members that are dedicated. And they number anywhere from a dozen to 18. I remember when we had a club, and actually I still have the list of members in the club when it was 65 members.
Wow. Yeah.
I looked over that list, and there's still a few of us left from those days.
Mhm.
Uh, Actually, Jack Cresswell was president when I joined the club, and he's still here, of course. And
Yes.
Tom Kirkner, well, he's not, but um, so but the core group and a lot of the group were past presidents. And after they became past presidents instead of president, uh, they kept coming back, and that injects wisdom and some respect and authority. And when you get five or six of you all in one group and add some more on the board of directors uh, and keep it moving, I think that's unique. I don't know if you start to lose that, that's when clubs really go down fast. And I'm not sure what the magic formula has been, but somehow or other we've been very fortunate to keep that group. And of course, it changes
Mhm.
in makeup over the years, but it seems to have held together as a group.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about it that way before, but it seems like you're right. And so it's kind of like this core sort of blood or life that ch can change, as you grow, but it's still there as like um, the main important sort of I can't think of the right word, but
Yeah, it's a steadying
a
uh,
steady.
group. It's something that
Yeah,
steadies the club as a whole. Yeah.
that's awesome. And how do you think our club in this area that it serves, like, what do you see is our main purpose right now? And like that might have changed, of course, over the years. Maybe you speak to a little bit about the past and maybe a little bit about the now and maybe the future as far as what you would love to see things happen or how
Yeah.
they
Well,
happen.
of course, the club has aged, and I don't know if matured is the right word, probably not. I think, uh, but aged is probably the most important thing, because that changes the focus of the projects and your ability to do certain projects.
Mhm.
When I first joined the club, we did a lot of physical activity, the TriStar sports, TriStar basketball, TriStar baseball, and the bike rodeo, uh, which is something that's been talked about recently, that maybe we should do it again. But that takes a lot of uh, physical activity.
Mhm.
Um, and over the years, we transfer that into um, doing more scholarships and I guess doing more with our money than with our physical ability. And as I recall, going back to when I joined this club and what Tom Kirkner told me about the difference between the Lions Club and the Optimists, he said his observation was that the Lions did most of their projects by getting money from somewhere and spending the money, redistributing. And
Mhm.
he said he didn't go for that. He'd rather do the projects with manpower, and instead of buying things and giving them away, uh, which I thought was pretty astute and sounded good to me. And we've done that.
We've done
Now,
those. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Now, of course, with the craft show money coming in, we have the luxury of being able to do things with those funds. And but we still do a lot of physical things. I mean, the trout rodeo and
Egg hunt.
yeah.
Mhm.
So uh,
And what are you looking forward to in the years ahead with being a member of the Optimist Club?
well, in terms of projects, I think the trip to Harrisburg is probably my favorite. Um, and that, taking kids in high school that are we've picked junior class students. I'm not exactly sure how we arrived at that, but I think it's a good choice,
Mhm.
because when you're in a junior year, I think that's the hardest working year for somebody that wants to really get ahead. Senior
True.
year, they start tailing off a little bit, trying to enjoy themselves because they know
Yes.
this is my last year. But in junior year, they're working hard, and so they come to Harrisburg, and they're not just there to have fun; they're there to find out what it's all about, and it's good. It's good to see that. Um, the club, of course, I would love to see it grow to more members. 30 to 35 is a nice membership number, but we could use more. And I
Yes.
think I think that the way to sell it, or at least I don't know how to sell it,
What
but
would you tell somebody if they were looking to volunteer in the community? Why the Daniel Boone Optimist Club? What would you
well,
say?
I think it gives people a unique opportunity to grow through and to grow their interest through networking. Uh, the leadership development is a big part of it. Not just being president, but I mean, recording secretary. I mean, I get involved in everything. And
Yes,
my,
and by the way, you are secretary now
yes,
and have held many positions in the club.
it, it puts your finger on the pulse, and you keep up, you have to keep up with what's going on. Otherwise, you're not going to be reporting correctly. And
Right.
so there's that. The other thing is, not many people take advantage of the international aspect of the club, and the fact that we have so many uh, opportunities to grow in that direction. Now, last July, I went to my first Optimist International convention in many, many years. I think the last time I went, it was in Baltimore. And I went one other time when it was in Washington. Well, last year was back in Arlington, Virginia. And so that made it easy. Now, this coming July, it's going to be in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Hmm,
And
nice.
I'm kind of making plans to do that. I think it'd be fun to take the train up
Yeah,
and
awesome.
go to the affair up there. As far as overall club, I guess I did mention growth.
Mhm.
Uh, I think that's about it.
Well, thank you so much, Curt, for your time. And those watching, if you'd like to learn more about the Daniel Boone Optimist Club, go to our website, danielbooneoptimist.com, or our Facebook page, The Daniel Boone Optimist Club. Bye for now.